Seems the hideaway's lost its appetite.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that. Clive! Anything catch your eye?
We can use the ruins to cross the ravine.
Assuming they will allow it, the Echoes have a will of their own.
Time to fight. This should help.
Pick off the weakest first. Tell us about Yote, Joshua.
She's strong-willed, loyal, and dead with a blade. Much like Clive, but with better manners.
You're injured. What happened here?
It swallowed my own men. There's a village not...
I'll go. Rest well, Salt. said the encampment was close. Let's hope the Akashic are still there.
Another ether flood. They're everywhere now.
We can't go around it.
Then we'll just have to be careful.
Right. I got here in time.
Someone there! Please, I can't move my leg!
That doesn't sound like an Akashic. You're with the battalion?
I am.
Taken care of.
Another survivor.
Is...
He was right to send you. Tabor is safe thanks to you. You seem...
You must have me conf...
Wait.
Son of a whore. I was there! In Kosnis when you killed my brothers!
My war with Hugo Kupka is over.
And what of my ill will?
When your wounds have healed and your head has cooled, come and find me if you must. Though I hazard your life would be better spent in service of those who need it.
My oath?
I know how hard they are to keep.
No. Lord Kupka told us of your crimes.
Man,
I am nothing like you. Just know.
We're nearly there.
have you been to Tabor before?
There are a few places I haven't.
Where now, Joshua?
There is a residence just inside the city gates. She awaits us within.
Are you buying or selling? Fine choice.
My Lord Marquis, it is an honor. I am Yote, Knight of the Undying, charged with the protection of His Grace Joshua Rosfield. Of the flame of the Phoenix.
Of course. It all makes sense now.
Would you care to elaborate?
The Undying are loyal servants to the ducal throne. Or more specifically, to its heir. They have served our family for generations, albeit from the shadows.
Since their inception, they have been tasked with the preservation and enactment of the rites of ancestral communion. After the events at Phoenix Gate, it was the Undying who delivered me to safety. And since the day I left Rosaria, Yote has been my constant companion and protector. Without her sword, I would not have survived my journey across the realm.
Rise, Lady Yote. You saved my brother. I owe you a debt I can never repay.
I but did my duty.
Come now. Tell us what you've discovered.
Your Grace. It is as you feared. The vessel we spied off the coast of the Crystalline Dominion on the night of her fall. It was the Einherjar. Beyond any doubt.
The Black Galleon.
Joshua. The Einherjar is the Royalists' flagship. What business would they have in the Dominion?
Upon learning of Waloed's involvement in recent events at Drake's Fang, I sensed the malign influence of Ultima, and bid Yote and the Undying look into the matter.
We have reason to believe that the Black Galleon weighed anchor shortly after the fighting began, and set a course due south.
For Canva. Then it is Waloed Knights who besiege the cities.
What is left of them, yes. And the Black Galleon sails at but one man's behest. Barnabas Tharm.
But are we truly safe here in the Agora?
The city guard have been paid, if that's what you're implying.
All the more reason for them to run.
Well, you are free to leave, Lord Minister.
Markets abandoned, warehouses aflame, blackened hulls choking every port in the capital. Canva is ruined.
The realm teeters on the brink of chaos, and all you can think about is commerce!
Forgive us. We were not aware Dhalmekia now subsisted on charity.
Quite.
How dare you!
Distinguished members of the Council, you must forgive His Majesty this intrusion.
What is the meaning of this?
A trifle crowded, but I fear it will have to serve, my liege.
Very well.
My colleagues, do you not see? The king! He has come to save us from the Akashic. is a gift from the heavens, divine intervention, our very salvation.
And of course, if it is compensation he requires, we would be most willing to negotiate a fair price for services rendered.
Fools. Your ignorance unbecomes you.
Your Majesty, correct me if I'm wrong, but I would swear that the fiends washing the cobbles of Canva with the blood of her citizens wear the colors of Waloed. Ha! So you do not deny it. Guards, fetter them, and see our guests to the dungeons!
Enough. Pathetic creatures. That you should imagine yourselves worthy of salvation. The girl is still here, somewhere in the city. Her consciousness fair dripping with her late father's hubris. A consciousness to which Mythos is inextricably bound and inexorably drawn. See that he is made welcome.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Come, Mythos. Surely the prince's light cannot have sated you.
So then, how long has Waloed been under Ultima's control?
How long indeed? Based on what we know of Barnabas's actions, I would guess some few years, mayhap more.
But to what end? What does Ultima want?
The tapestry. Show them.
By the flames.
Phoenix Gate, Drake's Breath, and now here. But what is it?
It is old, ancient, even. Naught remains of the faith it represents, save what can be gleaned from the image itself. None could tell me what the one in the apothecary meant, even the Undying. But I believe it may be the key to discerning Ultima's purpose. That figure in the center, the one beneath whom the icons congregate, that I believe to be Ultima. He is a god, or at least godlike, his very existence beyond our ken. The icons, and by extension their dominants, are meant to be his subjects, and while some, like Barnabas, have accepted this role, others have rejected it, like you, Clive, which is rather inconvenient, as it appears he needs you most of all. And gods don't like to be disobeyed.
No, I don't suppose they do.
Clive, may I tell Yote of the lake?
By all means.
Yote, I will be accompanying my brother to the Free Cities. Whilst we are afield, I would have you watch over those Clive has made his wards. Omielos delan tuisag ilith. Though well concealed, the hideaway lacks trained fighters to defend its occupants should they be discovered.
But it is my duty to...
As it has ever been my brother's duty, remember.
If that is your wish, Your Grace. But please be safe. If aught were to befall you,
You have my word.
Farewell, my lord, my lady.
We are in your debt, Yode.
Let's find our friends.
It's plain she cares for you very deeply.
And I her, which is why I had to let her go.
Is that blade for hire?
Figurative.
Well, a passing caravan carried with it a rumor most fortuitous for one in my dread Evis are aggressive beasts.
A hidey one?
Eventually, yes. Though I would have it, dread Evis skin is a rare thing indeed. But bring me that beast's skin and I will...
All right.
Of course you will. Leave Tabor through the east gate. I eagerly await your...
Careful how you pack that leather. Any creases or scratches.
You! Finally. Hello?
There's something wrong.
At the university, the students would hang on...
The university?
Especially in my heyday. No, of the answers I seek, would you do an old man a kindness?
Climb the stair.
And memorize some courteous soul. The three of them, to be precise. Oh, I'm here in the hope that those carvings might shed light, namely, the...
I can't promise I'll remember.
Remember what you can. I'll piece together the...
How are those new boots treating you?
That Cyril fellow's an odd fish, don't you think?
Well, spoily.
No history would be complete without mention of the mother crystals. Farmers must have settled here in Tabor.
Decent quarry's been hard to find since the sky's turned.
What golden plains might the wanderers have called home, I wonder? I should speak to the old scholar before I forget everything I've read. The engravings were in good repair, consider.
Oh, what the... Come, don't tease me now. Let's start with...
Guardians of the Crystal, I'm pretty sure.
Fascinating. It would seem the founders of this city were descendants of those four. But whatever could have driven the
Wanderers of the Golden Plains, or...
No doubt you're right. There are vestiges of nomadic customs in Tabor, its guardian. This is proving...
Children of the Hunters. Now, that's all three.
And so, we add primitive 3 engravings. 1, Guardians of the Mother Crystal, Wanderers from across the plains, and little wonder it was so difficult to trace the roots of Tabor's culture. Though, nonetheless, one cannot help but wonder...
Too many stairs, perhaps.
Ha!
Come on. Mistakes. Right. Don't get surrounded. Enough of you, are there? Old he may be, but it looks like there's still plenty of fight in him yet. Thanks, boy. Here's your high.
I worried you might never return. Oh, as supple as a... Clearly, my trusty... Join me as my honored partner. With my...
I don't plan on making a habit of this.
Very well. Do not allow me to keep you from being about you.
Cyril. How fares the search?
Well, Your Grace, my report shall be with you ere long.
Ah, yes. Yotei is otherwise engaged, at my behest.
And the duty of wardenship?
Fulfilled. For as you see, I've been reunited with my first shield.
I am Cyril, Knight of the Undying and bearer of the Burning Quill, charged with chronicling the mortal deeds of His Grace, Joshua Rosfield, keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix and rightful Archduke of Rosaria.
I entrusted Cyril here with... overseeing the investigation into Ultima's origins. Findings from his brothers and sisters afield are delivered here to be collated and catalogued.
Just how many Undying are there?
Not nearly enough, milady. Yet we are glad to give our all in service to the Phoenix. Such is, and has ever been, our creed.
I see.
You have your associates, I have mine. But you may now think of them as ours. That won't be a problem, will it?
The Phoenix is our sun, and we but the shadows that quicken in his radiance. It is from the darkness that we serve, both him and now you. Pray accept this token. For as long as you bear it, members of our order, if there is nothing further...
No.
Your Grace.
To Canva, then?
We'll talk about this later. Cyril seemed very, You certainly keep strange bedfellows, Joshua.
3 cities and a sea?
I needed that.
Then let us be rid of them.
This might take a while.
Clive. Smoke.
Is the city fallen?
The free men are still holding their own, then.
Do we have any idea where Gav and the others might be?
There's a warehouse near the docks where we agreed to meet if there was any trouble. We should hurry. Sounds like thunder.
You're late. We're starting to think you'd stumbled off a cliff.
I seem to recall that was you, Gav.
Good to see you. Any trouble on the road?
Nothing we couldn't handle.
I knew you'd come. Is that who I think it is?
Yes.
Allow me to introduce my brother, Joshua.
Clive's told me all about you. Or even listening most of the time. Name's Midadol, but everyone calls me Mid.
My lady.
Eh?
My boy.
Uncle Byron.
It's really you. I never thought I'd see the day.
So these Akashic are being controlled?
That's what it looked like. Empty eyes, eerie blue glow. No doubt they were turned, but silent as monks, every last one of them.
Your man here speaks true, Clive. We saw more than a few in the city. They moved in ranks with a purpose, and not of their own.
Ultima's doing.
Perhaps.
What of the city? The people?
Dead, mostly.
Mostly, but not all. A handful managed to lock themselves in their villas before the Horde arrived. Some in the Merchants' District to the west, and a few others on the far bank.
If the Akashic stumble across either hiding place, a few bolted doors won't hold them for long. We need to find them. And quickly.
What do you propose?
We split into two parties. I will make for the Merchants' District, while you look to those across the river. Mind keeping an eye on my brother?
Not at all. We find the villa and try the servants' entrance.
Understood.
And what of us?
Mid, is she fit to sail?
The ship, the Mithril engine could probably do with a few more tweaks.
Then you better work fast. Even if we do reach the survivors in time, they'll never make it to the hideaway on foot.
You leave that to me.
See that Mid doesn't get herself into trouble, would you?
Think I can manage that?
I'll keep him safe.
Looks like you stuck with me, Byron.
That's Lord Rossfield, you little gutter snipe!
Shall we then?
And you keep Clive safe.
Be careful. Both of you.
You too.
All right, Torgal. Let's find those survivors. They don't stand a chance against those things. They've been routed. They're wearing Waluda armor. We're all ready. What happened to the Royal Army? There's nothing but monsters here.
This one.
sounded big. Joshua and Jill must be busy.
It's over.
Where the city's leaders gather. There may still be survivors inside.
You've caused quite the commotion. But then I would expect no less from you, Muthos.
You again. I don't believe we've been introduced. You were in my family's crypt, and now you're here, with an army of Akashic thralls.
Manners, Lord Rosfield? They are men, like you and me. Albeit one's unburdened by the... wills that drive our kind to madness. They are pure. They are divine.
What?
And they are all that remains in this once raucous city.
You'll pay for what you've done.
As you wish. I confess I have been very much looking forward to this. Pardon me this indulgence, Your Majesty. The vessel shall not be spoiled. I am Sleipnir of House Harvard, and you will yield. Or not. As long as you don't hold back. You will forgive me if my performance seems uninspired. It is just that I expected so much more from our chosen one. Perhaps this will kindle your flame?
What now?
A gift from my liege lord's armory. Gungnir. Watch closely, Muthos. Yes! One is seldom enough. But you're not agreeing.
Actually, I wouldn't.
Too slow. Nice try. Enjoying yourself? Too slow.
The vessel is strong. My liege.
Clive!
You're all right.
As are you, I see.
We are, yes.
I'm sorry, but we couldn't save them.
It was over before we arrived.
Well, You did what you could. I fear we were all too late. What's wrong?
Nothing. I hope.
Leaving so soon, Mythos?
It's the king.
Indeed. You may kneel before Barnabas Tharm, Warden of Ash and King of Waloed.
Get back.
Wild and impetuous. I expected more of the boy who bested my Lord Commander. Yet I see why my master covets you so. The power within you, Mythos. The potential.
Stop calling me Mythos.
But Mythos is everything. The cornerstone of all creation. The Lord's vessel. Your purpose.
My purpose? To surrender my mind and body to that thing. No, Your Majesty. My purpose is my own. I made a promise to my friends, to my people. And nothing is going to stand in my way.
You would allow this delusion of free will to bar your path to greatness? Truly, your volition is a cancer. One that must be excised.
Try it.
As all the rest.
Joshua!
Oi! Oi! This way! Hurry!
Power beyond reckoning, and they use it as a crutch. Such a waste.
Will he be alright?
The phoenix can mend flesh, but the spirit must recover on its own. I'm afraid the rest is up to him. This place is remarkable. Outfitting it must have been no small feat. But why go to such trouble?
That beauty's belly's filled with wonders the world ain't ready for. If the guilds caught wind of what we were up to, they'd all want a piece. All right?
And how is he? Do not blame yourself. He was barely breathing when you brought him here. We would have lost him if it were not for you.
No. Barnabas may have severed nigh every sinew in my brother's body. But he made certain the wounds were not fatal.
Nigh every sinew?
Allow me, your lordship. Don't know what I was thinking, putting you to the trouble like that.
'Tis no trouble carrying comestibles to my ailing nephew.
I know, but you've already done so much for us. Pouring your gale into the hideaway and now the ship. I don't want to take the piss.
You risked your life. And for what? Some girl you hardly know. Why'd you do it? You got mad or something?
I wouldn't go that far.
Clive!
You're awake. My boy. Oh.
All I want to do is help. And the world won't save itself. It was Sid. Your father, who taught me that.
Sounds like him.
Don't you dare do that again.
What of the Royalists?
Fucked off, the lot of them, along with the galleon. With the king on board, no doubt. Behind here, I wouldn't sail without him. Clive. Jill didn't come back.
What do you mean?
She kept the king busy while the others dragged you out.
It's all right, Mid. Jill is fine.
The ether of her icon endures. And as long as it does, we can be certain she is alive.
We must pursue the Black Galleon. Jill will be with the king, I'm sure of it.
Well, good luck catching him, because my ship's going nowhere. It's the Mithril engine. She's got a kick like a wild chocobo and a mind to tear the hull in half.
But do you have an idea?
Well, of course I do. My dad'll have seen this coming a league off. If I had his old writings...
If you had his old writings, you'd be sitting under a fuckload of rubble. The ones Otto didn't save anyway. I suppose he might still have a few pages in his stores.
We'll have to hope it's enough. Do what you can to ready the ship. I'll speak with Otto.
In your condition, you really are mad.
Perhaps. But the world really won't save itself. Right. Gav said that Otto might know something.
Which song should we listen to?
Let me tell you a story, Clive.
All right.
Them rumours wet legs were spreading. Might be they weren't just tale. You see, there were a time when I weren't too particular about who I sold steel to, so long as they paid me the right. Some women lust after blood, others after flesh, but me, and to satisfy that lust, I sold to opposing armies, stabbed my every client in the back, made me sell them one day. Said he'd give me access to a realm-wide community of like-minded individuals in constant need of steel.
Was that the first time you met Sid?
Aye. He were true to his word, so I ended up being true to mine. And I soon started making, and all without aiding or abetting any outlook. Told me about his plan to topple the Mother Crystal. Said that with them gone, the realm would want for all manner of things. And not... Why, I reckon an enterprising individual could find us. And that's when he had me. I emptied my stores that day and moved in. And the rest, as they say, a dozen years on, and I'm still not the richest damn. But I can say, you've all shown me
that there are.
So don't you go messing it all up. Still alive, are you? You'll not find a better price than that. Come again. Or don't. I'm not much bothered either way.
Trouble with your gear, or something for you, dear? No scratches, all right? You can thank me later. No scratches, all right? Not bad, if I do say so myself. Yeah, that should do you. And?
Clive. Coin purse weighing you down? Finished, are you?
Who's that sulking over there by the lift?
Said her name was Yote. A friend of Sid's, you think? Let me help. I know my letters.
Knowledge hoarded is not. You wish to study the tomes? Did you learn everything you needed?
If it's knowledge you seek,
Cole said it was an army of Akashi.
Back again? What is it that you wish to learn? Here you are. Very good.
Clive, here you go.
Always something, isn't there?
Clive? Where the hell is everyone else?
They're all right.
You lot don't do things by halves, do you? Well, at least everyone's still... Nah. As for these writings, I'm sorry.
Sitting under a pile of rubble.
But we were able to save a few bits and pieces from the ruins, most of which ended up the more personal items we gave to the next of kin.
Then I'll check the workshop.
Clive.
Oh?
You remember how some of Sir Wade's guardians took up residence here? Well, now the rest have come to join him. Seems our barracks in the Lazarus have been lost to... Now, I don't mind having a few more brave boys around, but we ain't got nowhere for 'em to bed down. Poor buggers are having to make do with haylofts. I'd build 'em a new barracks, but where would I put 'em? They're just in... Which leaves us in a bit of a pickle. The people were...
I see.
And it isn't just that lot. There's been more and more of them turning up lately, coming from all over looking for sick. But there's only so many we can shelter. We can't keep cramming more and more people into less and less space. What we need is... And that's what I was hoping you might help me with.
It's no...
Thank you.
So...
Well, I
Eastpool. It's been a long time since I thought...
It was a tragedy, and if any of us could have done anything to stop... But what's done is done. And...
I suppose...
The blight might be pressing in, but there's just one... A band of cutthroats have made it their den. Nasty bastards. They would have sent someone to clear them out sooner. But now we've got a few more guardians of the flame to call.
I do. Eastpool was once home to people I love.
And I know that I've already shared a few thoughts with Sir Wade about... And I dare say he's got some ideas of his...
Of course. All right, Sir Wade. Let's hear your plan. So Wade.
And you, Lord.
I spoke with... She tells me you have...
That's right. I rather fear my men have been treading on her toes somewhat since... And then there are the bearers. Men and women who found that we need somewhere to set...
As can I, which is why...
That's very... With you beside us, we shall...
So?
That thankfully there aren't too many of them. And rather less, thankfully. A small force would suffice to clear the village. But if the Akashic were to follow them in...
I'll head into it. You and the Guardians can stay outside the village and fend... Make sure I'm not...
I can't ask you to bet.
The Akashic are the bigger risk.
Well, I shall summon my men...
Shall I wait?
No need, my lord.
All right.
We shall see...
Look in here. Kill him.
You will leave Eastpool now, or face the consequences. That's the end of that, then. Or maybe not. What's that thing doing here? Doesn't matter. It goes too. That's better. Any more surprise?
Bravo. A magnificent display, my lord.
You were watching. I thought you were keeping an eye...
We were. Put down more than a few on the road.
Let's hope it was the last of its kind.
I would.
Your men will be bringing the bearers. It might be best to send word for them to come right away.
Of course. Leave it with me.
Home. No. We're the masters now.
That's all of them. Now to begin the It won't be easy. Especially not after 5 years of beasts and blackguards having... The masonry might still be sturdy enough, but half the beams are rotted. It'll take a bit of elbow grease. But we'll...
So wait. If you don't mind, I'd like Oscar to...
Of course.
I'll let Martha know that everyone... If you need anything more...
And we will.
Eastpool is in safe hands. Time to go and tell Martha the...
Sir Wade, what's all this about? Some shape... On second, it'll only give me nightmares of me own.
I suppose it will be.
What else? Sir Wade's. There's plenty bad happened to that place.
Did Wade say?
Well, anyway, the poor souls might have made it to it. So the way I see it, if it's food or lumber or strong back...
Thank you, Ma.
No, thank you.
I wanted...
If we're going to do this, we'll need...
Clive, it just so happens that right at this very...
And what talents would...
Why, your fearlessness?
I'm listening.
Well, as I'm sure you're aware, when these dark... Randalar has been particularly badly affected. Many of the capital's bearers have lost their master. None remain free for long, of course. Most find them... But the army, too, is in disarray, and
And you've been looking to buy, to make sure these master...
Precisely. It's the perfect opportunity.
So where does my skill with...
Though we may have the funds to buy these bears, so we've been searching for a place where they can be resettled, and we believe we have found one. The place was abandoned a long time.
And so, we seek...
How could I
Excellent. See ya.
Of course.
Sounds like you'll have...
I will. We have an entire village. Even if I begin right now, I'll be... So I'd better try to clear the place out before the whack.
I'll do my best.
You will find a village in Chaidra's Thread, past Lateney's...
All right.
I'm sure...
Come on. This must have been a nice place once. It will be again. It's over. That's all of them. Something the matter? Quiet.
Those are our terms. I trust
I shall.
Him again.
Someone you know?
Yes, but enough about him.
It's done.
You made...
I should go and let...
Don't let me. But Clive, she'll only get up. I'll explain everything once you...
All right.
Thank you, Clive. Here. Well then, now that you... I suppose we'd better... The first thing we'll need to do is make sure our offer for...
You're still in negotiation?
We are. A trusted colleague has been dealing with the Fist on our behalf. I suppose it's to be expected, but we shall emerge for...
Well...
I'm not...
Ah, you wanted...
The man I was watching earlier. He represents the Silver Peak Consortium. It's...
I don't think I've heard.
Well, every trader in Dharmekia has. And they're still expanding. They've been trying... And judging by her reaction earlier, I'd say...
And you'd rather...
I would rather... And I would never deny her such... Eloise saved me from slavery. But this was not the life my sister... I won't let her give up on her dreams. She freed me from... And she must be free.
You're a good man.
I have always been grateful for what... And I want to repay the favor. But each time an opportunity to do just that arises...
She loves you.
And I love her. Which is why I want this time... Though I'm sure I'll still need some help.
Always.
Thank you, Clive. Well then, these bearers aren't... That's a job.
I'll be taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales. Leave anything you don't need behind.
You know what you have to do. Clive, as you know, our time grows short. Before we part, I want you to know that, though I may not always have been...
Thank you. But his revenge...
It is the... And it is all that I have...
But what of Lostwing?
I built Lostwing to achieve this aim. Once it is, my comrades and I are sure of our cause, and we shall fight. There are those among us who cannot fight. I would place Lostwing in their hands, but a village home only to the frail and the infirm is... And so, Clive, will you take them to your hideaway, that they might live, even should Lost...
I will.
Thank you. The people I speak of have withdrawn to Gotan's Bales, away from...
Understood.
Then the last of my preparations, and may Griga guide...
No need to ride from here. Everyone. You can no longer guarantee your protection, but I can.
Well, if that's what the Master thinks. Sid, none of us would be standing here today if it weren't. We owe him our life. If he's saying we ain't safe in Lostwing no more, and if that's what has to happen, then so be it. That we get to...
I hope so.
Oi! You lot! Where's everyone?
They've gone with Master Quint.
What's wrong?
I've just come from the Justice's manor. We have to get Quinton to... It ain't just the Black Shields protecting the place. He's got a guard dog. They don't stand. They're all gonna fucking...
Sid! We can't let Quint...
All right. Where is this man?
It's way over to the east.
Promise us, Sid.
Let's go.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Don't tell me I'm too late. Quentin, are you all right?
No, which is more than I can say for my... They followed me, without question, all the way.
This must be the Quentin. I'll hold it.
But
your comrades didn't die for nothing. Don't let their sacrifice...
I won't.
Come on, then. You're no guard dog. You're just a rabid beast that needs to be put down. Is it over?
It is. He wept and begged for mercy, just as I dreamed of doing. All my plans, building a haven in Lostwick, it was all for what is my faithful comrades.
Quentin.
Master
You.
And so are you. It's Lostwing.
What? Lostwing. My Lostwing.
And look who's here.
They must have stolen in after we left, just before the flood struck. What if there are still people in there?
Don't be a fool! Damn it. Richard's not going to last long in there. Come on, Torgal. We need to make this quick. All yours, Torgal! Quentin! Hold on. I'm gonna get you out of here! I need to get back to Quentin. Quentin. Thank the Founder. He hasn't turned. Welcome back to the flood has...
I see. Then all a strange...
No, Master Quentin.
Why? All that I strove for, I have nothing.
What the heck are you on about? You've got us, ain't you? Don't try telling me you only freed us so you could get rid...
I prayed, and can't we just go back to how it was?
Your work ain't over. We believed that you were...
Your village may be lost, so long as you remain to go.
But why? Why would anyone...
Because we're family.
Family?
Yeah. And all our Lostwing weren't just a...
It was.
We can start again. Build...
A fresh start. One life ends. Why just a village? What's just...
That's the mark.
Please. Quentin. Wilson, after all. Permit me to... I will no longer be needing...
I'll pretend you...
But you must be rewarded for your effort.
A bottle or two of your finest...
Of course. And I have a feeling that if you don't mind...
I look forward to it.
was an army of Akashi.
How are we supposed to do our duty when the hills are crawling with it?
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back. All yours. Come again. I may have more for ya. Which song should we...
Lord Marquis, you seem unwell. I know His Grace has asked that I remain here with your people. But if you were to...